Hey guys, Chloe here. What's up? How's it going? Today we are trying the TikTok French manicure hack situation. So I'm gonna be doing mine a little bit different than probably what other people are doing. I'm trying it out. I'm not a big gel user, so here I'm seeing what angle I need to put my finger in it to get that smile line. You're gonna want to angle your finger actually kind of like upwards a little bit. Push your nail into it going upwards. I thought I would try stamping polish first to see if that worked, because I hadn't seen anything about it, so I thought I'd see if it worked. And it did work. If that's what you have and that's all you have, sure, go for it. It'd work. It is very fast drying, and I could kind of see that on as I was applying it, as to how it was applying, that it was very fast drying. And so for me today, I've been wanting to do a black French tip. So that's why I have black out. I wanted to use black and white together. So I tried the stamping polish, and here, because it also didn't go on like in a straight line like it should have, or like I had been seeing other people get. So I thought I would try and fix the smile line myself with some acetone. And I made a disaster. Literally, a disaster out of this fingernail. Just keep watching. You'll see. I'll come back. Eventually, I take the stamping polish off, go in with the acrylic paint like the other nails, and it's a way better situation. But this, my poor thumb, gets very messy. And so I'm just using acetone to clean off my stamper. I eventually forget the cotton or the Q-tips and just tear off a piece of my paper towel and use that to clean it. But I am going to be doing acrylic paint, and because I'm not a huge gel user, so I wanted to see if the stamping polish would work. I know I've seen already a couple of people use acrylic paint, and in my opinion, not everyone seemed to like it. Some of them really like the gel polish better, but in my opinion, I really like the acrylic paint. And here's my thought process behind it as well. So you're doing this and you're sticking pretty much your whole finger in this jelly stamper, right? So you're gonna have fingernail polish, acrylic paint, gel polish, whatever it is, all over your skin and your nails, the skin around your nails, and gel is kind of dangerous to do that with, because it can create an allergy or an irritation if it's on your skin or gets cured on your skin. So if you're using gel polish, you want to be quick on the cleanup, and you want to be pretty precise about the cleanup too, because you don't want to put your hand in the lamp with gel polish still on your skin and then cure it like that, because that can form an allergy later on. And with acrylic paint, it's not going to do that. It's not. You can take your time, do all of your nails, finish your nails, and then wash your hands with soap and warm water, and it'll just wash right off. No big mess. And that's what my reasoning behind the acrylic paint was, the thought process. I actually really like it because gel, can kind of it's got a thickness to it, so it's going to add a little bit of thickness to your nail, whereas acrylic paint just kind of goes on smooth and leaves it thin. Sorry guys, that was my husband with our creaky door. And so I was trying to do a few different things here. See, here's my poor thumb. I wanted to do the actual smile line fringe tip. I did the V fringe tip on my middle finger. That was like so easy. You know, if you're trying to draw those on and get that V fringe tip perfect, sometimes those aren't even. But sorry guys, he just really needed my attention for a second. He came back. So anyways, with this, you can get that precise line and they look really even. I don't know. I actually really liked this. And so here I was going for, I wanted to do like a double color. And so that's what I did. You can do, you know, kind of like that, what is it called? I don't even know what it's called. A cross French tip. So I'm doing one side white and one side black. I really like the way this came out. So the first time I did it, I just did the white, went in right with the black and did it. So you'll see that it kind of ombre together a little bit in the center and made like this gray color. So I left it alone and I went on to do my other fingers. But so what I did on my ring finger, that's where I'm gonna do the white and black again together. I did the white first and I let it dry. It only took a few seconds to dry. I let it dry completely, matte. It dried matte. I use the acrylic paint from Walmart, the cheapy, like 55-cent one. I always use the matte one because you can tell when it's dry. It dries matte. Where if you get the glossy one, you're not going to know if it's dry or not unless you touch it. But the matte acrylic paint, you will know that it's dry because it will be matte. And so I'm going to go in with the white. I'm going to do the first side of my ring finger and then I'm going to do my pinky. And that's the great thing with this too. If you still have paint on the stamper, you can totally do another nail too. You don't have to reapply for each nail unless you really want to, I guess. But yeah. And so I'm going to let that dry. And on my index finger, I'm going to take that one off and I'm going to do a little experiment. So my thinking here was, if you don't have white paint or gel polish, if you're going to use gel polish, or black or whatever color you want, could you mix dip powder with gel powder? Or gel powder. What is gel powder? With gel liquid and create a polygel and do a French stamp with that. And so I'm going to do that in a few. But yeah, so with the painting on of the paint or even nail polish, gel polish, that's going to kind of be like you're just going to have to do it yourself and get a feel for it. Because, see, it kind of looks streaky and then you want to kind of go over it, make sure you get that good layer. And I think my problem that I was having too was that I was using acetone to clean my stamper. And that's going to make whatever you have or put on it kind of dry faster or eat away at it. I mean, it's acetone. You know, that's what it does. It eats away at stuff. And I think that's the problem I was having a few times where it just like the paint almost like disappeared right away. After I did it and was thinking about it, I think that was my problem. So if you do use acetone, maybe wipe over it again with water or just a dry paper towel to kind of get the extra acetone off of it. So maybe you won't have that problem. I don't know. That's just my thinking behind it. So yeah, but you're going to want not a super thin layer of paint, but you don't want a gloppy layer either. But you want it to be enough that when you stick your finger in it, you're going to have that opacity that you want so you don't have to go in for multiple layers. So that's what you kind of want to get a feel for. So here I'm going to take my D&D gel base coat and Barbara from Rebel Nail, which is the black that I have. And I'm going to try and make a good polygel to do this with. And this is going to come with trial and error too. You can make it as thick or as runny as you'd like for it to be, but it's gonna, I wanted like not a super runny consistency, but still kind of liquidy, you know, to get it to spread easily on the nail. And so I mixed it, and at first I thought it was okay. Then it kind of turned this like gray color. I could see more of the clear kind of coming through, so I didn't want it to be streaky. So I added a little bit more black, and then that made it too clumpy. And you'll see me put it on the jelly stamper, and it just like, you'll see the clumpiness that happened. So I added a little bit more gel, and I finally got it to where it was good, and I used it on my index finger, and it did work. It worked. And then I cured it in my light for 60 seconds, and that was that. But again, with the cleanup, I tried to clean it up. I went under my nail and cleaned it up and everything before I cured. You're going to have to clean it before you cure it, otherwise it's just going to be stuck there. See, that was my too thick mess. So, but you're going to want to clean your skin and nail like before you cure it, otherwise it's just going to be stuck there. And I did. I thought I did good, and I cured it, and I still had like a clump of the polygel mixture under my nail after finishing my mani. So that I had to go and get tweezers and kind of just peel off from the bottom of my nail. But I mean, it did work, and it also did create a little extra lump at my free edge just because it is thicker. So I did have that. But, you know, all in all, this really worked. And this is one of those tricks, I think, that you can get the hang of super quick, super easy. I would say after the first time doing it and getting your feel of what works and what you might need to do differently the next time, that by the second time you do it, you're going to be a pro. Like, you'll have it down like nothing. And so after I did this, I just did the French stuff in here. And I'm going to go back over my thumb and cover that gray spot. I just did this. I left everything out, trying to keep it to the point. I clear capped. I used clear dip powder over this, activated it, topped like usual, and that's what it was. So this was the finished product. This is how it went, how it goes. I really like it. I'm excited to try it again. I still have a little bit of black paint on my thumb, so ignore that. Everything else came out really good. I really, really like it, and I say this is a thumbs up for me. I liked it. Try it. Tell me what you guys think. I'm excited to do it again. I won't be using the polygel. I'll just be using acrylic paint. But I really like this. And I'm actually going to do a jelly stamper versus dip tray video. I think that's going to be fun to see which French comes out better. So, and this was my beginner video. That will be up on Saturday. Anyways, this is the video, guys. Hope you like it. Give it a try. Like, subscribe, comment. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!